Train the muscles, not the joints. So I thought this would be kind of an interesting subject to talk about because I used to win Best Poser at a lot of shows. And it wasn't because I was a better poser, really. But I'll let you in on a secret, you know, the secret, the reason why I won Best Poser at a lot of bodybuilding shows was this one and one thing only, okay? When I was on stage, and this is gonna seem like a contradiction, but when I was on stage, I knew it wasn't about me. Right? That's kind of funny, right? If people think a bodybuilder or a fitness person, they get on stage, oh, this is my time to shine, this is me, look how great I am, right? But ironically, if you get on stage like that, you may show up like somebody I saw a little while ago, self-obsessed, just admiring themselves as they're on stage, but not really thinking about whether they are entertaining the audience or not. And ultimately, when you're a person that's on stage, no matter what it is you're doing, you have to honor the time and the attention that the audience is giving you with some sort of entertainment or some sort of energy or inspiration or something, but you are there to give them something. They aren't there to give you something. And I think that what happens with a lot of people, like entertainers and bodybuilders and fitness, they get on stage and like, look at the beauty and behold this amazingness, right? And they get so inside themselves that they are not paying attention to whether the audience even gives a shit. So for me, I was always there to connect to the audience because I was like, it was more like, I'm so damn excited to be here with you guys and let's have some fun. And that is more important, especially at these bodybuilding shows that people have watched, 50 or 60 or 70 or 100 routines or whatever, and they're just sitting there, they're almost falling asleep in their seat. And I found the last thing they want is one more self-obsessed bodybuilder getting on stage and posing to some sort of slow relaxation music and just putting them all to sleep. The energy is so important. So you have to give something out in order to receive something, and it becomes a relationship with the audience. Now, I know not everybody's an extrovert, not everybody is capable of doing this, but if you can work with yourself and try to create a connection between you and who is watching you, there will be a much more dramatic and comforting and happy experience on stage, right? So the audience is polite. I mean, they'll clap for anybody up there, and usually they're pretty nice, at these bodybuilding shows, thank God, because some of us would have been traumatized, I guess, in the early ages of when we were competing. But it's really great when you honor the relationship. They show up to watch you, so you owe them for that. You owe them some sort of entertainment or experience of some sort, because getting there and just forcing them through kind of like, the way people used to invite their neighbors over and show photo albums of, 20 years ago, the family pictures on the field trips and stuff, and the summer vacations. It's kind of like you're doing that to people. It's like you're forcing them to see something very boring. So when you get on stage and you understand that you are there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to entertain through this avenue of bodybuilding or fitness, then you start to work within the rules of bodybuilding. You're doing poses and stuff, but you always remember that the audience is there and that you need to honor that and help them enjoy the experience, okay? So in a way, getting on stage can be a lot about dropping your ego, right? A lot of people use it to build their ego, but you can actually use the stage to drop your ego and to create connection. Not only with the other competitors, but also with the audience. And that's where I found the most power came from. And it's amazing, like when you actually create this relationship with the audience, the amount of power that comes back to you and that goes back and forth is pretty neat. It's actually really fun to enjoy. So yeah, if you want to know the secrets to creating a real stage presence and really increasing your ability to pose well on stage and to really entertain and to get best poser, well, that was my secret. That was my secret on stage, was that I was there to entertain the audience. I wasn't there to pose. I was there to entertain them first and foremost. Second was posing, because we already did the mandatory poses, right? So I hope this helps you out anyway. It'll probably give you a little bit more understanding of that posing video that's on me on the internet on YouTube of what I was doing there. And I remember actually at the Natural Universe, I jumped off stage onto the judges table and I was like doing this and posing and everything, but the audience just loved it and we had a great time, right? So that was kind of what it was about. After doing, 12 weeks of dieting, the last thing I wanted to do was just be bored on stage. I wanted to really enjoy this whole experience with the audience, right? So yeah, I hope this helps you if you're thinking about competing in the future, and take care for now.